Okay, I guess it's time to start. I mean, no, don't go offline, don't go offline. Here we go, here we go. Okay, okay. Well, hello guys, welcome back to my stream, my live stream. And today we have a special one. I'm doing what I wanted to do for a long time. YouTube debates, YouTube comment section debates, the most cancerous place to debate on the entire website, on the entire fucking internet. And I think this might be it. I think I'm slowly losing my mind. I can't even let me see. Right, okay, so the reason I have this is for this. You got some memes to keep you going if you're bored, and I'll be doing the debates. You can see this here. I've been going at it for a long time, and it's just all really okay. Let me see how it shows up on the stream. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, yeah, here we go. So this is a video that tries to explain why the earth is flat or something along those lines. I know, I'm sorry. I had to make this video. I'm sorry. So the original comment says, I have a question, where do spaceships go? This is a good question if you have someone who says the earth is flat, and you know there are some people who believe the space is liquid, space is just water. That's really I know, but yeah, where do spaceships go? I think that's a good question for this to start with. But don't look at this here, though we have a long way to go until we reach this part. We're gonna casually stroll through the first comments, and when it gets interesting, we're gonna slow down a bit. Okay, I just centered my camera because it was slightly off. So this is the video, as you can see, and here we go. I'm gonna go through this with you guys so you can experience this cancer Ebola with me, and I'm breaking down. I can't do this anymore. I do these things pretty much all day, and I'm going crazy. Like, especially when you're trying to be nice to people who are just really delusional. It's really hard. But hey, someone's gotta do it. So okay, let's see. We have this guy says the ocean, to the ocean or possibly Antarctica. Antarctica. Maybe an island, not to space. Well, you know, I wonder how he knows this. Okay, this guy says you are crazy, and that is a good thing to say to someone who just claims something like this and doesn't provide any evidence to support it or any sort of line of reasoning as to why he would conclude such a thing. But okay, let's see what this guy says. Two answers. If you do an internet search for an UFO spirits on UFO spirits, you will find that over 100 years the UFO aliens have been diagnosed as devil spirits along with the reptilians and Nordics that David Icke likes to talk about. Okay, David Icke is a pretty smart guy, I guess. Some of the flat earth videos show footage of space shuttle debris underwater and washed up on foreign beaches because the shuttles are unmanned dummies. There is a video just on Columbia showing current photographs of the alive and prosperous astronauts. So did you hear, guys? Apparently it's fake, space doesn't exist, I guess, and fuck it, we've all been lied to. It's a delusion. Oh my god. NASA confirms that they cannot get people past the Van Allen belt. I'm sure it does. Are you gay, Batman? Okay, this is an important point. Who is this guy talking to? Are you gay, Batman? And he doesn't have any thumbs. Well, okay. Why? Cause I'm Batman. No, he isn't. Are you? You can see you in the video. You can see you in the video of all launches that they don't go in straight up. They don't go in straight up. Yeah, they don't go straight in up. They go straight up. So yeah, you're right about that, I guess. But it's a grammatical thing more than. Anyway, let's go. They start to curve and go parallel to the Earth, and then go out of sight. Well, isn't that suspicious, eh? And how do you think GPS works? Thank you, for the love of God. Thanks. That's so they can get into orbit, you idiot. Well, you know, I'm not familiar with the mechanics of how space science, of how rocket physics works, and I'm pretty fucking sure neither are these guys, especially with the type of thing they're writing. So I'm not gonna give this guy +1 because I have no idea. I believe he's saying the truth, but it's not important. Land-based, see YouTube videos on GPS, flat Earth, and satellite flat Earth. Yeah, there's pretty much, if you search a banana raping a chicken, eventually you're gonna find it. You can find anything on the internet. You can find the most ridiculous things. If you're gonna search that, of course you're gonna fucking find it, but that doesn't mean it's true. I'm Scatman. There are YouTube videos which show debris from shuttles underwater. Yeah, we heard that bit before. Underwater and in foreign lanes. Also, there are YouTube videos showing that the Challenger's crew is alive and well. Okay, you know, guys, I haven't ever searched anything about this underwater space debris, or why it's supposed to be something that tells us that the spaceships are fake. I guess they film underwater pretending that they are in space and then use CGI or something to make it look like that. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. But you know what, fuck it. He might as well be right. I can't tell. I'm not a scientist. I haven't been there. I haven't seen rockets literally go into space. Fuck it. The Earth is flat. There is no space. And yeah, we're all just. uneducated, I guess. This video is from space, showing how that debris fell off of the shuttles, but no point for you to watch that because everything is CGI, you deluded bastard. I speak truth. Let's see what that guy said previously. That's so they can get into orbit, you idiot. So this guy is agreeing that spaceships genuinely do go into space. And here he says there is videos from space showing how that debris fell off the shuttles. But no point for you to watch that because everything is CGI, you deluded bastard. I guess he's being satirical here. Scatman. Links. Yes, please, more links. We need actual genuine evidence links, not just some claims and insults and shit. If you're gonna try to tell someone that he's wrong or prove something, you better use fucking links and fucking sources for the information and not just say, oh, it's all a lie, they've been lying to you all along, and shit like that. So let me just real quick, oh okay, I can't really get out of it here. Fucked myself up kinda, didn't I? So wait a minute, I have some guys said yeah, okay, I'm gonna check it out. What did he say? Balik, hello. Hold on one second. Hey, what up, Bruno? What? Flat Earth debates. Oh hi. We have an actual viewer instead of just people I know here a lot. So Flat Earth debates. I didn't expect. This is the first time I genuinely got someone in the chat who isn't a person that I know. Okay, Kruno, what are you trying? Kruno, what are you trying to say? Is there something wrong with the stream? Is everything alright? Is there something wrong with the stream? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go here, and let me just go here so I can open my notifications and read the chat and read the. Hold on, can you? Oh yeah, the chat is also visible. How convenient. That's really nice. So Flat Earth debates. If you're still here, tell me about yourself. Are you a native English speaker? I'm not a native English speaker, so please correct me if I say something wrong. Oh, okay, this is one Premek. Okay, he just replied to this. We're gonna see what this one. This guy called one Premek that just replied to me. He's a smart guy. He knows what he's saying, and I'm genuinely curious as to what he wrote. So let's go through these things. And okay, so we were where were we? Someone has to sort all this shit out. You have so much fucking 14-year-olds, and please just you know, writing that everything's a conspiracy and everyone's lying and everything's wrong. But if someone actually genuinely provides me with substantial evidence that actually makes sense, I would actually genuinely consider that, because I've never been to space. I haven't seen a rocket physically go to space myself with my own eyes. However, I have seen a massive amount of evidence that suggests that it does. So if anyone has something, please, for the love of God, show me the links, show me the proof, and explain why you think it's wrong, and stop just saying. There's a lot of people just saying it's wrong, it's a conspiracy, they're just lying, and let alone Kruno says this. Kruno says it's all a lie. We're living in the Matrix. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Kruno. Yeah, it's a lie. We're all just being crazy here. Nothing is real. Yeah. There is. Okay, where were we? But no point for you to watch that because everything's CGI. Delusional bastard. I don't insult people when when I think they're wrong, and I've done a lot, and I mean a lot of work with my own state, my own. Whoa! I almost broke something. Okay, it's fine. I did a lot of work trying to emotionally detach from my own beliefs, and also from what other people say about you on the internet, because people on the internet are always going to either fuck your mother or just call you a delusional fuck cunt or cock, C-U-C-K, as they say nowadays. So it's just a thing like, okay, let me just I know I'm currently trying to do flat earth debates and read the discussion, but let me just stop to say a few things about the nature of discussions and the nature of debating and how. Yeah, okay, I'm forgetting what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that if you want your belief system, your view of reality, or to actually be true, you need to have an unbiased position, an unbiased, emotionally discharged, not, you know, you need to be emotionally dissociated from what you think is real. That's a big problem with religion, for instance. No matter how much evidence you show someone, they would still Allahu Akbar you, regardless of what you do or say. But yeah, so, and if you're gonna get triggered when someone on the internet calls you a dumb, stupid asshole or something, you should know that these aren't the kinds of people whose opinions should really hold much merit, People's insults are expressions of their own internal states and not descriptions of you. Because when someone is angry, they're gonna call you an asshole. But in reality, it could be that case that you in fact have not been acting like an asshole. So you have to do a bit of logical reasoning to figure out that other people's words aren't connected with you in any way. So and that's, doing these debates for a while, you kind of get if you really try, you can get dissociated from insults and all the drama and stay logical, reasonable and rational and keep on winning and stuff like that. And if you're wrong, fuck it, you're wrong. No one on the internet knows everything. No one on this planet knows everything. Everyone is going to be wrong in their life eventually, in one way or another. And there's nothing you can do about it. When you're wrong, you have to apologize. Yeah, Allahu Akbar. Yeah, Bruno, that's what's gonna happen. Fuck it. So if you're wrong, you have to apologize, because if you don't apologize, then you're just intellectually dishonest. And if you do apologize and correct yourself, then you're the bigger person. Then you experience some spiritual growth, and then you're actually someone whose opinion holds some value, and that's something to be proud of, actually. When you're eventually gonna be wrong, and when you're wrong, you should apologize. So I'm sorry guys, I'm rambling, so let's go back to the debate now that we've explained the rules. Replying to who this here? Replying to Yomo Domo. Let's see if this guy changed. No. No, it's not important. Okay, they could before, when they didn't know it existed. Calling someone an idiot on an idiot, the irony. Nothing important. This guy is called Michelle Obama's scrotum. Okay, nice choice of a name. Plus Scatman. Do you know someone who is an engineer who works on railways? You can look up the longest railways in the world. There isn't any allowance needed for your fake curvature. It's all straight, baby. Read it and weep. Now it's funny you would say that, because I actually know that there's a bridge somewhere in America that has actually been measured and constructed in a way to compensate for the Earth's curvature, and you can look that up if you want. But I've been rambling for a long time. I just want to get through this so we can get to that, because I can't stream for more than 2 hours maximum, and I really don't want to. You guys Google that and let me know if I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. Satellites Also, hold on, how many? +1. Someone clicked. I bet he plussed himself. I never plus myself. Okay, I sometimes plus myself, but only when I think I made a really good point, you know. Yeah, but usually I don't. Okay, this guy is called Ban Please. Satellites also have many electronic components. Yeah, they do. I don't know who he's replying to or what he's saying. What is that supposed to bring to the discussion to the table? Because when Alan belt is the firmament. Okay, there's one word that I don't understand, but I don't think this particular thing he wrote is. Okay, I'm gonna research it. Fuck it, firmament. I'm gonna look it up. I think I looked it up a few days ago. I don't remember. In biblical cosmology, the firmament is the structure above the atmosphere conceived as a vast solid dome. Oh, according to Genesis creation narrative. Okay, okay. So uh, it's something that religion says exists, I guess. One Premek. There's the guy I was saying he was so smart, but I hope he doesn't disappoint me now. I've said so much nice things about him, so let's see what he says. Hilarious thread, full of unexpected FE cult followers. FE, flat earth, oh, okay. So good with abbreviations. I love your explanations, they are absolutely wrong, but if you could delete a few IQ points, it would give me some sense. I would have to put there a lot of faith for sure, but it is all about I believe it is flat, therefore it is flat. Why proofs? Who needs them if you believe? Okay, so far we've had some guy claim that there's been railways that haven't been curved for the Earth's curvature, and I don't know about that. I doubt it, but let's keep going. So much for that. You also believe. Okay, Ban Please says, you also believe in core of Earth, neutrons, Higgs boson. Homer S knew mass of this boson before they get it, but you didn't see it. This is simply like faith in God or Satan, Ra, etc. etc. Okay, let me light this bitch up. This person is. I don't know anything about him. He doesn't seem to. He never said that he is someone who studied quantum physics, quantum mechanics, or has any scientific knowledge of anything. It's like to not believe in air. I can't see air, therefore air isn't real. Therefore, believing in air is just like believing in God. Or something like that. So he's saying believing in Higgs boson is just like believing in God. I can hear so many scientists rolling in their graves right now, and the lives one as well are face palming, and or rolling in their beds regarding of what times or they are in. One Premek, the Joes. Yes, you are right. Until proved, it was still just a theory. It would be disproved, then it would be just a dead end street of. Okay, who is the Joes? Who are these people? Did everyone change their name when I was gone? What the hell? Okay, he replied to someone. Until proven, it was still just a theory. Okay. He said something that sounds correct, but just one note, just a theory is like saying the universe. No, okay, that's a bit too much. That's like saying today I only ran 1,000 miles. Okay, I am not actually sure how much. I use meters and kilometers, mile to kilometer, I guess. Okay, of course the connection is ridiculously slow. Yeah, okay, okay, yeah, that would be. So it's like saying, today I ran only 100 miles, so, or something like that, which is a ridiculously high amount of miles to run. And if you're gonna see it is just a theory, that's basically it, because theory is the highest label a model of something can get, because as far as I understand it, it goes someone's guess, an educated guess, um, then it's a hypothesis, and at the top there is a scientific theory, which is different when your friend says, you know, I think I have a theory about this and that, and it's a scientific theory. That means it's well supported by tons of evidence, of course, with the exception of string theory, which pretty much nobody agrees that the string theory actually deserves the label theory, but I'm not an expert, so I won't touch on that any further. And besides, this is flat earth, not something quantum mechanical and things like that. New school. Okay, this is new school. Oh, I love this guy. This guy is so crazy. This guy is crazy. This guy is legit crazy. First thing he says, mid-ocean. Okay, I guess he's replying to the original comment that asks where do spaceships go. He says mid-ocean. No, he's just so certain in his answer. He's not giving any proof, any evidence. He's not even commenting any further. He just says mid-ocean. Let's see how the stream is going. Okay. Yeah, the stream is fine. One second. Where did you guys go? There was... Oh, I'm sorry. Where did you guys go? There was 4 of you, now there's only 1. Well, whatever, you know, anyone can watch this video once it is uploaded, so it's fine. Besides, it's gonna get crazy up in here. Okay. One Premex says, new school. It is some new ocean on Earth called Mid. Okay, that's a joke. Mid-ocean. Haha. Good joke, Premex. Okay. But I'm not here to give +1 to jokes. I'm here to actually look at who is correct, who is wrong, which comment deserves pluses. Okay, okay, new school says, +1 Premek. Okay, I apologize then. I did mean to expand on that slightly, and meant to say out far in the middle of an ocean where they know, and he put what are these called, brackets, and says, and they know that there will absolutely no traffic of any sort. No people in planes, nor boats of any kind, or even drones, nothing. That is where, if you see the actual trajectory of the flight pattern of one of those space shuttles, they actually end up deep sea, somewhere or other. How he knows this, I have no idea. Let's see where this goes. So one Premek replies, plus new school. I see now. I understand. Okay, did I +1 here? No, I didn't. Let's see what it says. I understand, but I must disagree with all who say that man had never entered space. As a child, I loved to go camping to fields because there was nothing better than the dark night and sky full of stars. You could see Milky Way as dense strip of stars across the night sky. As children, we love to compete who will see a satellite sooner. If you look at the sky in a dark place long time enough, you will notice that there are really plenty of man-made objects in the space. Little white dot moving on straight trajectory and moving quite faster, much faster than any airplane could move in that height. This was in 1980s. Nowadays, I like to watch ISS when passing above the area where I live. There is a website, NASA.gov website, where you can put your country and city and it will tell you what times it will be passing above your head. And if you register, they may send you. Okay, I'm gonna give him a plus right now. This was really good. Passing above your, and if you register, they may send you emails few hours or minutes. Okay, it's a typo, guys. The letter D and the letter S are right next to each other on your keyboard, and you can actually check that, verify yourself. You have evidence, you have a keyboard in front of you. See, that's how evidence works. That's how you can check things for yourself. That's how you know something is true. And when I say letter D and letter S are close to each other, you have a keyboard and everyone can agree that it is close to each other, and not just saying, you know, flat, the Earth is flat because I say so, and it's somewhere in the ocean, somewhere where no one will find it, you know. And if you register, they may send you emails few hours or minutes before it actually passes by. We were watching it with telescopes, and believe it or not, you can really see the ISS in the space. With those solar panels and all, NASA is no evil organization, but in cooperation with European, Russian and other space agencies, they are really going to space on a daily basis. I am sorry to disappoint you, but try that we enter your area and look up few dates when you can watch ISS passing by right above your head. Having strong binocular, you may see that it is really ISS. Plus, another proof of the sphere is that you could see the ISS disappear from the sky. It won't disappear. That you could see the ISS disappear from the sky. It won't disappear, but only enters the shade of the Earth. So sun does not shine on ISS anymore. So it looks like it fades into void. It takes 90 minutes to see ISS again, though. Seeing is believing, right? Try and look up, man. The truth is up there. Okay, that. Oh my god, look at my cigarette. I fucking ruined it. I have to talk so much. Oh. So this one Premek guy actually gives something of substance to this discussion and gives him something he can empirically validate for himself. Plus new school. Excuse my English, it's not my native language, but I hope you will understand me. Nice, it's not mine either. And you did very well, one Premek, even though it's not your native language. 1 plus 1 Premek. You're doing extremely well if English is not your native tongue. Okay, he acknowledged his typing capabilities of English language. Okay, Paul Wilson. They crash into the dome. They crash in. He just says that they crash into the dome. Okay, they crash into the dome. Okay, can you show me a video of a spaceship crashing into the dome? I can show you a lot of videos of space stations and different things, and I don't think any of them crashed into anything like that. Plus Paul Wilson, and you crash into glass door every time you try to get through them. Otherwise, it is impossible to explain your stupidity. Okay, this guy, new school, finally leaves a reply. Attempting to debunk or something like that, I guess, let's see. Plus 1 Premek, the stars, the Milky Way, pattern-like, wonderful eye candy, and all of what you see. I can honestly tell you with conviction. Why is he living spaces like this? What is that? What is he doing? Let me see how is the stream. Okay, the stream is going fine. What's up with that? Why can't you just type normally? Are you writing a poem or something? You're just wasting space. And all what you see, I can honestly tell you with conviction that all of what you see, pretty much all of it in the night sky, actually is, without any shadow of doubt whatsoever, actual inscriptions like etches into our beautiful firmament. That is exactly what you are seeing. There is nothing to see. Oh, my head hurts. Let's go. I got this. There is nothing to see beyond the firmament. Am I pronouncing firmament correctly? I've never heard that word being said before. I'm just guessing. Except for the waters above it, which can really only be seen in the daytime. Hence why the sky is blue. But even a lighter blue than our oceans, which is also made of the same waters, but the difference in shading being because the firmament contains the sun, which illuminates the waters much more and makes it a lighter blue shade than our oceans. Fact. Okay, the second thing is that there is no such thing as the so-called satellites, which they claim that there are so many. Thousands go up there, absolutely preposterous. Whatever goes up, no matter how high, will come down and hard. There is no such thing as orbiting. This is a complete fabrication into the area of science fiction. If you claim that you could see a satellite up in the sky or so-called space, and that you could see it moving at phenomenal speeds, well, that right there tells me that it definitely was not and could not be a satellite. Why? Because the sci-fi guys all claim that satellites are mostly traveling in orbit above the Earth in geosynchronous orbit, which means that it's supposedly locked into traveling at exactly the same speed as what the Earth is supposedly rotating at, which also then means that you would, from your point of reference, see that very satellite not moving whatsoever, as if there was zero motion. Zero motion in the satellite, completely still, right in the exact same spot in the sky. So that totally and quite honestly debunks about 3 things with 1 stone. The final thing I'd like to share with you, my friend, is that you mentioned that NASA holes, Jesus Christ, at NASA were not evil. Really? You want to go there? You really want to stick to that, to what you just said? Do you wish to digress? I can give you another chance to take it all back, and once you look deep into the whole picture from a bird's eye perspective, you will then see what is really going on there and all of the shenanigans and cover-ups that they have been involved in. There is just so much involved. That's I could not possibly go through even 10% of it here, so I urge you to do your very own due diligence and go do some deep detective work, with all attitude that as if you were a deep undercover spy. That should give you the head reasoning to put you in the right frame of mind to dig some juicy stuff up that you normally wouldn't and frankly couldn't. Just be careful and cover all your tracks. Leave no footprints for them. They are extremely dangerous evil beings. They have a very powerful foundation in the occult and are Nazi Freemasons that practiced witchcraft and were deeply involved with occultism. They are most definitely very evil beings. Stay safe, my friend, and please take good care of yourself. Yes, have fun, but at the same time, please watch your own back. Peace. Okay, so all of what I just read, all of this here, see, all of that, see, all of this he just wrote, and okay, I just want to mention that there is no dot here. This is a space. This is one word of a sentence, and this is the next word of a sentence. Why did he do the next line here? Why? Like he has dots in his. There's an exclamation point. He could just do an enter here and do nice paragraphs or something like that. But he's just in the middle of the sentence, breaks into a new line and starts. Okay, so everything that I just read is essentially could be summarized in 1, maybe 2 sentences, which is okay. Let me see. What was his point again? He was saying that. Okay, this is just some. He just says that it's all did he say scratches or something in the firmament? That this is all a part of the dome that starts. He says there is no space, it's just water, and he just says that it's light blue because something such an. Okay, he basically says that orbiting doesn't exist, and he says that, I'm not an expert, but I genuinely really doubt that anything he just says holds any merit. Everything he says could be summarized into 2 sentences, and when people do like this thing, see, when they type such long ass essays, this is what kids do in school to make it look like they did a lot of work when actually they didn't say much. And that really tells you a lot about the intellectual honesty and aka intellectual dishonesty that is happening here. So let's see what Premek responds with. Plus new school. We already debated together on some other thread and we found out that you do not use science but religion. You do not know you believe how the things are. You do not answer any questions, you just assure me that it is just the way you say. I am sorry, I don't have time to get deep into that with you again. What you claim you cannot back up with any evidence, and it is just nonsense. Just a nonsense. Well, basically what he says is true, but if it was me, I would have addressed every single thing he said and researched, but I guess I'll plus him because someone's gotta the dirty work. Oh my god, he wrote 400 lines here. What have I done? So you like some proof of the real world? Yeah, I just hope you're not gonna be wasting my time and are being quite scientifically unbiased, unlike a few melonheads who I won't mention by name. They have wasted many hours of my time, which I cannot afford to waste on complete dumbed down idiots who are too far gone down. So he just insults him for a while. I call this okay, he invents a psychological disorder of indoctrination. I don't even have words for what he's saying here, but I'm really putting my trust into you, one Premek. Okay, so please, out of respect for me, it is, if not yourself, please hold a completely neutral position at least, and also hold the sly comments, remarks, and insults. Projection much? Who is the one insulting people? We both know all that does is drive the other person further away and not closer to ever believing in the truth. With that being said, here goes the flat earth in the Bible. Oh, fuck's sake, I don't want to get into the Bible right now, because it is so wrong on so many things, and never has Bible or any religion ever proven anything in science to be wrong. This is a lot of text, and I just wanted to go through this quickly and look at this. Come on, I'm not gonna. It would take me from 6 to 10 hours to research this on Google and find every verse debunked, and I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't wanna go through that right now. But you know, the point is that Jesus Christ, that's a lot of text. That's a lot of, you know, Bible verses. I know for a fact Bible verses are nothing that can hold any scientific merit, and it's just bunk. It's just, no, I'm sorry, I'm skipping this. You can call me an asshole, but look at this. I mean, seriously, who really wants me to go through this right now? I mean, is there really anyone who will watch my video and think, this guy probably is right. This guy probably has Genesis. He's still quoting the Bible. This is all Bible, and oh, look, he makes little paragraphs for the points he's trying to make. I could open any old book and interpret it to hold scientific, knowledge, but when you have a book that's open to interpretation, like the Bible, which actually has verses telling you how to beat your slaves, it says you can beat your slaves as much as you want, as long as they don't die within 3 days. The Bible also says that if you rape a woman, you can pay her father 50 shekels or 30 shekels, and then you can marry her, and she doesn't get a say in it. So, the Bible is immoral. I don't get how someone could read it and still be a Christian. So let's go quickly what Premek responded with. Plus, new school, all that what you have written is just fun, but it is not science. It is religion, my friend. Please do not get mad now and try to understand my point. The Bible, no matter how old and holy the book is still only a book written many, many years ago in languages that are totally dead. In fact, the Bible itself is a copy of old Sumerian scriptures that were found and proved to be thousands of years older. But that is a different story. Now, this is true. Bible actually has a lot of things copied from older religions. The main thing here is that the Bible was written by the people and for the people that lived thousands of years ago, who had no comprehension of how the things are. They saw flesh and heard a thunder and thought it is an anger of God. We must obey him. Okay, so here he's debunking the Bible, I guess. I just kind of did that. I'm gonna repeat myself and go again on this topic. I'm trying to debate flat earth here and discuss with people about that. God, Bible is the power. Okay, see, I'm ignoring both sides of the debate, so it's fine. I'm not biased. I'm ignoring both of them. I will. Okay, this guy has another mental breakdown. What many many maths are you trying to refer to? I didn't read what he said, so I don't, and I'm not going to read what this guy says either, so I'm just gonna yeah, let's get to the good part, right? Okay. I really don't feel like doing the Bible right now. I've been doing so much religious debates. I'm sick and tired of it. I just wanna get to the flat earth part. So fucking bored of the Bible. One day, mark this very words I speak to you right now, bro. As it is only because I love you as my brother under one father that I am even bothering to say this to you, okay? Please try to at least respect this, not me, but this, okay? Okay, so basically what they are doing here, they really went on a tangent. From the little that I read, as I can tell, they're not debating the points, they're not discussing, they're not using the guidelines or the rules of the debates. They're just fucking going at it, typing so much, trying to trying to cram as much of their thoughts in the comments as possible. Trying to cram so much of their thoughts into one. And when you're doing that, you're not really gonna have a good debate. You're just gonna have a bunch of heavily loaded, opinionated, emotionally charged comments going back and forth, and it's really not worth even checking out. I mean, you saw the title of the video. I will leave the original video in the description so you can go check this debate out for yourself if you want to. Show me the overwhelming evidences. You have zero. Christianity. Okay, here we go. Something about the earth. Now you started to preach the religion. We are talking about the black-clothed guys. I am okay with your beliefs. I know that you are indoctrinated from your very early youth to believe in the bubble. Bubble. Okay. The great one. His son and spirits. But understand that those are just virtual, mystical bodies that were created by smart men to get power over hordes of weak-minded people. The Bible is just a book. It was edited many times. Last time it was on council in the year 535 AD, which was 500 after the death of supposed Messiah. I am not mocking you. I am not mocking him or his father. I just know better way. I believe in something else, not Christianity. Yeah, the Bible's been heavily edited over the years, and you can't really use it either for anything anymore. It's just, I don't know. But it does not matter what we believe in. The thing is, the earth is just not flat. Just because it is written in the Bible, just as the brain is not made up from cheese, as it is written in the bubble. You understand that? You understand that? It is just a book, nothing more. I would recommend you a series of books, discussions with God. I was just reading this because he recommended me this later in the comments. You'll see. You might understand more of that concept you have set up in your flat mind. I am sorry, but I do not fear the God because I am the God as well as I know. You are the God. Okay, now he's speaking about something about similar to the law of one. It goes something like we are all one consciousness and that is all that there is. But I just want to get to the flat earth part, so we're not gonna touch on that. You are shouting on me empty threads. On me empty threads. My name was never wiped out of the book of life, nor it was written there, because there is no such book. We are the book. We are the God itself. We are the Savior, because there is only love after that. Okay. I have showed you plenty of evidence, but you are as blind as a blind man, not watching, only preaching. For me, it is just a waste of my precious time to bring more and more evidence. You have your bubble and cheese instead of brain. Who cares? The brain is made of neurons and other cells. The bubble is right, and I assure you will stand on the trial if you won't accept the truth. Well, why to debate with fanatics? No reason. Oh. I'm sorry, this is brain melting. It's painful to read. But someone's gonna do it, right? It's interesting how some people can be so unreasonable, you know. It's I like I like wondering about what goes on in these people's minds, what's going through their heads, why are they behaving the way they do. Well, you know, it's fascinating to me. Well, the closer description would be, it's baffling to me, and I still have no fucking clue. So let's go. We don't wanna make this stream any longer than it needs to be. Okay, new school, +1 premium. Okay, just don't come crying, you stubborn pig-headed hypocrite. Yes, you call me out for religion this, religion that, but really, all you worship is your precious evil NASA and their lies. Wait, is it NASA or NASA? Not NASA. I'll be saying it whatever I feel like, I don't care. And their lies. That tells me exactly the sort of person you are. Not even worthy of one furthermore written line for me. And yet you write tons and tons after that. Go off to your religion of scientism and their high priests, Mr. Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, Bill Nye is a genius and Neil deGrasse Tyson is a genius, and none of them is I don't think any of them subscribe to scientism, which as far as I understand it is the position that science is the only way to the truth, and or that science can and possibly will explain everything at one point in time or something like that. I'm not sure. It's basically kind of heavily lean the belief towards the reliableness of science. I mean, science changes. Science can be wrong. Science is open source. Everyone gets a say. Everyone gets to post their opinion and hypothesis and theories. So, if you're really smart, new school with a K, you can join the scientific community and see for yourself what theories are there, why are they are, and you can tell other people what you think. And if they genuinely see that you are right, then fuck it. You're fucking right. If you think you're so smart, if you think you get that science is just this conspiracy and brainwashing and something like that, then fucking, I don't know, what are you doing here even? Why are you on the YouTube comment section instead of going to them and talking with them or something? Or you can, there are plenty of people who read emails from people who send them emails, and even if you would send them an email, they would probably think you're a troll, because nothing you say has any substance. I'm sorry. Okay, enough said. Please do not waste my time any further. You are the lost, very, very lost. You are lost, very, very lost. Even if I have lost my intelligence, your way of thinking and all the earth is, in fact, an extremely stupidly fast spinning ball. Ha ha ha. At least I'm not lost when it comes to our most important asset. Not our bodies, not even our cheese brains, but our souls. You are too materialistic and immature to even begin to understand the depths of the soul, as your understanding is only of this world, and your faith is only in man, and lying man at that. Goodbye. Hope to never talk again. Okay, so that's what he says. New school, calm down. There are no lies, just your blindness. It is just okay if you don't see. You are supposed to be blind, so you can follow that religion that needs sheep, not human beings with our own minds. Read the books, discussion with God. It might help you open the eyes a little bit, and stop acting like angry baby, please. Oh God. No, you don't use your own mind. Just follow sheep, you choose your conventional worldview and say that that is the right one because you think that you have the intellectual high ground. That's why. Why are you so scared of the truth? Why is it so hard to accept? Yes, it requires a much more open mind to actually think with and be unbiased, not to look to your left or your right for the so-called answers from corrupt facts that corrupt your very own mind. Because your mind is closed instead. Be open. It is much more liberating, and then you can so much better and much more clearly see the big picture for what it really is. You accept. Okay, basically he's not saying anything. He's just making a lot of vague statements and emotionally charged claims that don't really hold any substantial meaning. He's just, I don't know why he even, if I wrote this and I read this back, the entire thing, I would have just deleted it, all of it. I wouldn't. None of this has any substance. None of this is saying anything. He's just calling him foolish and all over and over again. And he's saying scientists are liars over and over again. Okay, where's your proof? In what particular thing why are they lying? Okay, they're lying that the earth is round? Well, how do you know? Oh, you know because Bible. Well, how do you know that the Bible has merit? How do you know that the Bible isn't wrong? Oh, because you believe in Christianity, of course, because you believe. It all boils down because you believe, you know. I'm I'm tired. I just wanna get to. I'm gonna skip what one premise says and what this guy says. I just wanna get to the part where I come in. I wanna see. Okay, I wanna see what this guy is laughing at. Anyway, who are you, a little piss ant, to question the Almighty Creator? Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna show up here somewhere around here. Plus new school. I'm not backtracking. You are just too damn blind. That is all. You are wrong right in your first paragraph. Magnet has two poles, the north and the south. It is called that way because it is resembling the Earth's magnetic poles. Therefore, you can attach two magnets together only one way. The other way, they try to push against you. I bet that as a child you have tried that. Smiley face. Do you know how the compass is made at all? It is just a small magnetic arrow that the south pole of that tiny magnet on the arrow is the point of the arrow, while the northern pole on the magnet is the back of the arrow. Why is it that? So the south pole of the compass arrow magnet is attracted to the north pole of the Earth. In any any other magnet in close vicinity, that you turn with the north pole towards the compass, while the north pole. Okay, he's explaining how compass works, and with really bad grammar. So let's just go on. The whole Earth has measurable magnetic field from the north pole to south pole, which is all alone the proof of the Earth must be round like a ball, or very similar to ball like spheroid. So your magnet would have only one pole, which is just nonsense. Show me any kind of magnet or electromagnet that would have just one pole and not the other one. Your second paragraph is also wrong. Pilots to account one thing, maintaining the altitude. They have to flight in specific altitude that is of course spherical as well, but please do not think over it like about a basketball. The size of the Earth is so huge compared to the airplane that it is really not needed to alter the flight course every second. The more messy and the altitude makes the air and streams of the wind and pockets of low or high air pressure than the curvature. Horizon always rises to the eye level. It is your mantra, but it is not truth either. There is always an angle that is growing by rising altitude, but again, you expect the Earth to size as a basketball, I guess. You all flat earthers keep repeating this mantra, but you have been proven wrong many times. It is really difficult to comprehend that, I agree. Why not go to the quickest route to space? Straight up? I will have to stop here. Have you ever walked in the countryside, or even went in a car, somewhere up to the steep hill? Tell me, what was better for you, or even a car, to go straight up, or to go along the hill, slowly rising up each step a little bit? The space shuttle levels up to almost ground level for two reasons. First is that it is much cheaper, less fuel consuming to steep the altitude in a curve, just like the road never goes straight up to the steep hill. nor the path goes that way. And the second reason is to obtain speed that will keep the shuttle in the orbit. Believe it or not, the gravity reaches even on the orbit, so if you would stay there motionless, the gravity would pull you back toward the center of the Earth. While you are in motion, you use the force of inertia to level up the force of gravity, and therefore maintain the altitude on lower orbit. It is like the ball on the roulette. It keeps circling around the roulette as long as it has certain speed. When it slows down, the gravity pulls him down and it falls into orbit. Okay, so that makes sense. If you're gonna go into orbit and you try going straight up, it's not gonna work as well as if you're going sideways. That makes sense because that's how gravity works. I like you all flatheads are calling NASA the evil organization, but did you ever realize the Soviets were the first in space? The Soviets were the first who took a picture of the Earth from high orbit. And believe it or not, it was round, my dear friend. What a surprise. I am ignoring those Admiral Byrd crabs. I don't know what this is. Really, that is just another mantra of flat earthers, just like the horizon. So if you're wondering about the horizon, there's a bunch of flat earthers and you can find a lot of videos on YouTube showing that when you are in an airplane, allegedly the line of horizon always stays at eye level, and this is supposed to prove that the Earth is flat somehow. I guess I don't think it should. I don't think those differences would be visible when you compare the size of an airplane to the size of the Earth. So this guy seems to know what he's saying. I'll just give him applause here. I mean, he invested so much work into this reply and so much energy, and no one even applauded him. You know, that's just fucking internet. That's the cancer that is YouTube comment section. It's hello WTH. Stream is the stream better now? Is it better now? The stream sounds like a tractor. Why? Okay, I'm sorry guys. Is it better now? So I was saying, let's just keep on reading. I know the stream cut off for a moment there. I'm sorry, I don't have the best Wi-Fi in the world, but at least it's somewhat effective. So let's keep on going. What are you trying to say? I know personally two people who went to the South Pole. You moron. Please do not fool me. If you please fool yourself. I am ignoring that crazy part too. What they did was a treaty that nobody would go to the Antarctica, but scientists to maintain that continent free of gold miners, oil miners, and other people who would change that unique nature into wasteland. That is behind the treaty. Your conspiracy is amazing here, really. Oh man, you're crazy. I'm not reading it further. You completely lost your mind. Here, evil NASA, lol. Haha, sorry, I'm having a laugh of the day. Now really, thank you for your hilarious. Why can you see so many buildings in full view hundreds of miles over the flat ocean to other countries? What? Why can you see so many buildings in full view hundreds of miles over the flat ocean to? There's a phenomenon called refraction that happens on the ocean that actually allows you to see. For instance, if you're looking at a ship, refraction can bend the light, because you can look it up. I'm not really that smart. I don't know everything, but I've read something about it, and yeah, it's true. Show me one place on Earth where could I see it, please, really. Why does the sun get much bigger as it hits midday, then much smaller as it curves around to out your perspective, not over the edge? Haha, that's just dumb old childish shit. You would even say such a thing. Actually, the sun looks smallest in the midday and gets bigger on sunsets and sunrises. You have never been outside new school. The same it is with the moon, especially on the full moon days. There are so many more. What do globe heads have? Nothing. Nada. Why are you so upset? Be careful. This might kill you and you would meet your ultimate judge so early. You have proved nothing here. The only say here, you pick few facts and build a hypothesis that does not fit at all. Magnet with just one pole, it would be unique in the whole universe. The fact that pilots do not have to account the curvature, the horizon to eye level, and the Admiral Byrd Antarctica 3D and evil NASA and CGI pictures, you are born in new school, and together with you all the rest of flat earthers. Anyway, who are you? A little split piece ant to question the almighty creator? Haha. So he's quoting him here and there, and then replies, how do you know that you are not chatting with God himself? Calling me a piece ant would be very unwise then, right? I am thinking with my God's brain, not being afraid of the words from the Bible that was written by man thousands years ago to maintain fear and power. I'm feeling deja vu here, guys. This is all deja vu. We've been here. Fagot shit, chill, troll, con, satanist. You are all talking to a sock puppet. I don't get it. Did I miss something? Well, I can tell you with absolute certainty that as they are indeed called spaceships, then they end up where all other ships end up, in the ocean. Here I'm clapping with my cheek and my right hand. I'm so fucking tired I can't even lift my left arm anymore. Bravo, new school, you are. So allegedly my stream is stuttering. Fuck. I don't think I can do anything about that at the moment. Drop frames, it keeps dropping frames, guys. I'm gonna hurry this up and fuck it. I have to get to the bottom of this, right? Mega Shield Troll content is new school. Jesus, the latest soap puppet. I don't get what he's saying. New school, come on, stop that BS, please. You're not even funny anymore. Mega Shield Troll content is. You are really scratching the bottom of the barrel now. Geronism the fraudster under your new sock puppet name. Yeah, I suppose so. Sorry about offending you with my name. I suppose we really need to follow your absolutely awe-inspiring and positively fueled YouTube name built by Megamind. Just, oh god, it just insults and just, he's not saying anything, just using caps and putting a lot of words together that don't add up to anything. The longest cry you have come up with yet. LMAO. Cool. New school. Throw your toys out of the cot. Okay, insults, more insults, guys. If I wanna know if the earth is actually flat, I'm not gonna find that out by reading insults on the internet. You're all just really bad at debating. All, especially the ones who are conspiracy theorists. Especially them. Please stop being a pain in the butt. You are a religious fanatic believer. You cannot comprehend the scientific evidence. Okay, and 12 more lines of nothingness. Useful. Are you alright? You seem not. Please tell me about the cause and effect in religion. I didn't expect this to be so fucking tiring. So tell me, guys. He's trolling. You know, you would think that he's trolling. You would really think that he is trolling. Okay, Peter. Thank you, Peter, for bringing that up. I genuinely hope he's trolling, you know. I cannot know that he's trolling, but I have seen a lot of people who are on his level that are more genuinely serious, and that's a problem. And then you will have people who aren't completely crazy agreeing with this guy, adding them to their groups. So let's say he's trolling. Let's say he's trying to prove how stupid conspiracy theories are and how silly arguments from flat earthers are, and he's just trolling to show that it's not really working because you have people that are actually fucking agreeing with him. are you to question the creator? And then I replied, well, who is the creator not to be questioned? Say a scientist generates a universe, giving people living inside it a religious doctrine through his incomprehensibly complex control panel, having so much control over the world he made. Who is he not to be questioned? How can you know he is moral? So, I don't know. I don't know where. I think I heard this argument somewhere actually, or maybe Matt Dillante or something. Or I'm not sure. There's more to it, but I just gave him the basic version. Okay, he says, Patrick Panek. I know because of the fact that he places so much importance on morality that it is even so much more important than our very own happiness. What? And even our well-being. Okay, I really hope he's trolling because it is immoral to put you know, it's just too obvious not to be a troll. I just hope he's trolling. But he's using ball. I think he's, fuck it, let's read it. I'm confused. His plan is for us to grow in character and ultimate morality, as close as humanly possible to not only the examples that he has shown us through his very own word that is throughout the Bible, but also with the examples through what his own begotten Son, Jesus Christ, showed us. For us to emulate his life as much as close as possible, this is his ultimate plan, and it shows us exactly what his main character is made up of, even if we don't fully understand how much or any of what it is, which is 100% love. But in love, it is the character of ultimate morality and pure holiness in which all other attributes of his character fall. So to answer your question, Patrick, yes, I know that he is very moral. If I actually read the previous 100 conversations beforehand, 100 messages beforehand, I might have not even replied to this in a serious manner. But since I started here, I thought that I could have some impact on his opinion. But let's see how that goes. Okay, this Edward guy says, yes, my brother, you're exactly right. Bless you. Amen. Plus. Some new school says, hey dude, bless you and all of your close ones, bro. It is all for the glory and honor of our Father in heaven. In the name of Jesus Christ, throw the Holy Spirit in here on the earth with us, brother. Amen. So Premix says, you're a fanatic Christian, that is all you can tell for sure. There is no God as an external being. You should understand that it was not the God who created man in his own image, but it was man, the man created God in his own image. God in the Old Testament is all bastard, throwing death to enemies, but also on those who question his word. He is really angry, jealous, and more. If you can't see this, you probably did not read the Bible. Useful. You are defending a beast that was created by man to keep sheep like you in order. In fact, the real God is everywhere and everything. You are God yourself. You just don't see that. Blinded by false religious doctrine that God is an external being. God is love itself. To wake up and use your own head instead of that. Amen. Okay, so I replied to him. You crumbled a bunch of logical fallacies in there. One can place much importance on morality and still be immoral. Just because I say I am moral doesn't mean I am. For example, it is immoral for us to not get a say in experiencing this harsh reality. You know why the Bible places so much importance on morality? All through the Bible you can read, God is good and God is good. It reminds us that he is moral over and over again. Because if it didn't, it would be pretty obvious that he isn't. Do you ever see and Spider-Man is good in the comics? What about Superman? Why don't we need to be told that superheroes are good? You want why? You want to know why? Because when they see a person getting raped or attacked, they save them. Your God stands there all omnipresent and watches it. I don't need bold fonts preaching appeal to emotion, logical fallacy, institutions, and such things to make people think the way I do, because truth will always be true on its own. Because it says so in this really old book is really, really far from enough proof to say that you know something about some invisible entity. Okay, I said something else. Okay, I told to one Premek, who was the guy who actually has some brains in his head, hey, you hit the nail on the head. God is everything. I think source consciousness, not some deity from ancient books that say you can marry the girl you rape, that you'll beat your slaves, and so on and so on. Please read the Bible, Christians. Okay, so what is that I used? God is everything. I think source consciousness. See the word I think. Do you see that? Do you see the word think? Guys, everyone who will watch this stream and everyone who wants to debate, you should use this word. When you don't have evidence for something, but you want to express your opinion, you use the word think. You don't use fact in all caps lock. You're gonna use the word think when you think something, and that's what I did here. Okay. I pray for both of your empty souls without future peace and God. May God have mercy on your souls, for you know not what to say. Peace, and I really hope you find out what God is real and that He is not us and or everything is or just love, but He is in fact has His own characters. He's just preaching. You guys, you can pause and read what he says, but it's just preaching, genuinely nothing of substance. I said, did you read what I wrote? Oh, I have a +1 here. Did you read what I wrote? What science discovered? There are aspects of reality we haven't yet observed. What you think is discovered? Everyone who masturbates will go to hell, and there is an invisible, all-loving, moral guy who keeps track of it. My friend, I will sacrifice a goat for you. Premek said, Patrick, that is perfect example you wrote. Let me join you while you sacrifice that goat. So we are gonna sacrifice a goat for him after this stream, and hopefully he sees the truth. So let's see what WTH says in the chat. He's talking about this one. You can't be healthy and believe the earth is flat. But you can be physically healthy and believe the earth is flat. Mentally, I agree with you. I wouldn't say that you I don't know. I'm sorry for him because God is dead. Yeah. Let's just. I don't even know what this guy. I really hope he's trolling. I don't know. Okay, but the president called him. He says to new school, go on and pray your butt off for all of us. You cannot do better nor worse. Your belief system in what is things in brackets BS. It's just like bullshit. It's the same abbreviation. It's religious crap. You cannot step out of that doctrine. So you really believe that there is a person that calls himself God and he is loving us, forgetting everything, but still he is going to judge us and send us to hell after our death. I can understand that. It must be hell living like that. I would pray for you, but I don't see the God as a person, so I will not pray. I can only plant the seed and warn you, of course, and you believing or not believing does not make it any less of a reality of what it used to be of what it is to be of your future. I utterly know this as absolute truth. Why? Because of all the exact prophecies, literally thousands of years before they were to be discovered by science. Once again, I meshed the two with science playing catch up. There was absolutely no way whatsoever for any human or beast to know such things so many eons ahead of time. The extreme amount of accuracy and specificity, it is an absolute impossibility for anybody to have known such things. Oh, unless maybe, I don't know, you happen to be God, shaboom. Now you know why it is extreme foolishness to even consider saying such stupefying comments such as yours. And it would also take it will also, hold on, where am I was just opening some shit. And it would also take so much more faith to believe that nothing has created something, and that nothing has also predicted scientific discoveries thousands of years later that just so happen to be also conveniently for intelligent answers. Is your God okay with this? And new school, and one premise says, plus new school. What if I tell you I am God? I know because I can change my reality in the blink of an eye. What I become, what I believe becomes true. What I think of becomes reality, and I do not think of hell, eternal flames, nor I believe in that way. If you think of that, if you believe that you are creating your very own version of reality, where hell is not a happy place to go to, and you have to believe in God, obey His rules to be loved conditionally for you with your reality. I am God. I know you are God as well, because there is no difference between me, you, and or anyone or anything else. We all are created from the same matter, same atoms that are created from the same protons and electrons, and those are just illusion. Study quantum mechanics to understand what I am talking about. Those guys explained that the observer is changing things he is observing, he is a God indeed. You are God creating external God and hell and fear and sorrow and rules and conditional love, judgment, etc., etc. So I told to one planet, here it is not. Did you look into the law of one? The law of one is pretty much my belief system. It says that we are all one, but that's really not important for the purpose of this discussion that I'm trying to finish for oh so long. Oh so long. Well, okay, this is the longest stream I have done. And by far the hardest one to finish. Okay, new school replied to me. Oh, let's see what he has to say. No, but all he wants is for you to repent for making fun of him like you have, and then believe that his own begotten son has died in place of your sins. That is great news. So follow in him and his examples and teaching on how to live not only a life of sinless as possible, but also a life that is so fulfilling and awesome and exciting, a life that is worth living here and now. Not only will you have saved your soul from experiencing what we all rightfully deserve anyway, and put Jesus in your place instead, but you will also be living a heaven right here on earth too, and all for being less hard-headed and simply accepting a gift given to you. Mate, sign me up a trillion times over if I could. It is simply that easy and simple, with quite a bit of a no-brainer, or an insurance policy if you ask me. There is nothing except for your soul to lose and your reason to live. But there is literally everything to gain, both eternal life and a reason to live right here on earth. A no-brainer. They will not only recognize him, and they will put him on the cross again. It will take many generations before the churches lose their power and people start to believe in their own powers. We all are godlike. We all are just one being, yet we are blinded by the different religions and even fighting each other for Christ and Muhammad, God or Allah. New school is an example of a true believer with indoctrinated mind, brainwashed from the years in church. He fears to understand us because he believes the Bible is the book. Then it goes on saying, just search something on the net. I looked at it deeper, but okay, so he recommends me some of the books here, and we are just going back and forth discussing our belief systems. And I replied to New School. He claimed that I am making fun of his God. Then I said, I'm not making fun of him. I am making objective observations of his book. I can't just accept it, especially from what it says about rape, slavery, and such. Then I said something about quantum mechanics to one Premac, and more things about that thing. The new school says, but so does quantum mechanics if you have at all studied even the most fundamental complete set of every single facet of life to which I have absolutely zero understanding of, nor could I ever come to any conclusion, where all of what we experience via our five plus senses all just happens to exist without a God whatsoever. I weigh them both accordingly, and it would take an obscenely much larger amount of faith to believe in any aspect of it, of the latter. Then Prem says something about the books we were talking about, and I told to New School, well, I don't understand as to what made you choose God of Christianity over any other religion. No, because you can just say the universe must have come from somewhere. Therefore Christianity. There are so many religions that claim to know the answer and yet have no evidence. And Prem says tradition of his parents and their parents. If he was from Turkey or Syria, he would scream Allahu Akbar here. Then he replies to him, then this guy replies to him much later. Something that doesn't make sense. So I say to New School, maybe it was a gigantic pink omnipotent banana. We can't yet know with absolute certainty. We all here think something happens when we die, right? Let's just say we will wait and see. So yeah, so much for that. So then I say how Bible was distorted throughout the years. Let's see. I don't think there's anything important going on here. I'm just trying to end the stream and see the latest response. I kind of went, he never responded to me, so I kind of went away, and then Edward says, exactly because it's not 93 million miles away, as we were taught, and he's talking about the sun, and had been brainwashed. It's all within approximately 3,000 from us, some distance right above the clouds. So I asked him, Edward, how do you know? And New School says, what I really can't stand is when a noob jumps on here and you are thinking to yourself, okay, let's see what complex question this dude may have. Maybe a little curiosity or something. But then to my absolute amazement, what I see is the complete opposite. They all come here obviously not knowing one thing about the truth movement and ask something like, how do you know? Come on, go away and watch a dozen or so videos on the topic first before you open your typing Go and start to ramble on without knowing even just the absolute basics of the flat earth that we absolutely live on. Doesn't that just get your goat, Edward, bro? And I said to him, that's how discussions / debates work. To defend your position, you summarize your best arguments, and if they aren't flawed, then I will do more research. I will not research something I know to be wrong. Here is an example why your line of reasoning isn't okay. I could say the sun is much further and claim that if you don't know that, then you must be an uneducated noob. Do you see where this leaves us? Okay, I quote him, go watch a dozen of videos defending my point. You might have as well said, go brainwash yourself and come back when you think the same way I think. When you think what I think. He says, Patrick Bannock, know that my friend has already been done. Now it is time to undo all the damage those Satanists have caused you. I asked him, what has already been done? Who exactly caused me what damage? He says, don't worry. See, that just proves to me that to what extreme level you really are blind. Wow. So, I'm just really not buying that he's for real anymore after reading all of this. I hope he's not for real. Oh god. So I say, well, I could claim that you avoiding the questions proves me that you don't know what you're talking about. Again, do you see where this leaves us? If you actually want to talk about a problem, be precise. Typing vague statements will only show intellectual dishonesty and or ignorance. Extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence, and you haven't met your burden of proof. If you want your beliefs to correspond with reality, you need to have an effective way of finding out the truth. Repeating vague statements, making claims with no evidence, and refusing to discuss and or answer questions is definitely not one. I never refused to answer any questions, hat trick. All I said was that you were blind, but I have in fact given many multiple accounts for what I absolutely find to be scientifically verified and many times proven proofs, going for the flat earth model and overall, above all, other types of theories and so-called models, especially the very silly and quite stupidly unnatural, nonsensical heliocentric model theory, and it's quite simply put an in-your-face, sun-worshipping and rebellious against the creator, fully fabricated universe type of model. It's big, long-ass noggin of Bill Lie, so he calls Bill Nye Bill Lie. Anyway, here's a little bit of how for you all. So why do we have the false heliocentric, complete and other garbage being taught to our precious children in our schools? It goes deep, real deep, but just to start, here's a touch of history somewhere in Peru a while back. A fallen angel named Hermes, meaning in Hebrew the false god of thought, was responsible for influencing the writing and drawing the heliocentric model, which was scribed onto stone by Copernicus, who himself believed in these pagan religions and was then directly involved with a fallen angel who, as we all know, lies, kills and destroys, and also has the opposite agenda to us as humans, hence why Hermes gave a completely opposite and false model of the one in which God has given unto us. Our very own earth, the way God describes it, is real model, not one that was drawn from a fallen angel. Let me just put this thing out. So what do you guys think? A troll? Definitely a troll, right? Any flat earthers here watching this thinking, damn, are people like this representing my position, or are people like this trolling and trying to make us look dumb? I don't know what to make of it. So I say, you have in fact twice avoided my questions and decided to use passive insults instead. If you're gonna insult me, I don't care, but at least include the answer in your reply then. Calling a model different names isn't an argument or proof of anything. We aren't Egyptians, we don't worship the sun or anything about it. A scientific theory has and never will have any religious aspects. Finally, you give me something of substance. Not that it has merit though. The problem is that geocentrism doesn't hold up as a theory. It has absurd holes in it, such as why doesn't sun fall on the earth, a reason for year seasons, and it doesn't have any mathematical substance regarding equations that would evidently correspond with reality. Heliocentric model explains all of it very elegantly. Here's a metaphor. Heliocentric. 2 plus 3 times 0 equals 2. Matches our understanding of reality. Geocentric. 2 plus 3 times 0 equals 230. This, because I think so. If you and me are gonna agree on one thing, it would definitely be that public education system is shit. But so is the private education system, for that matter. They are both shit. Now, when you say we don't worship the sun or anything about it, a scientific theory has and never will have any religious aspects. Well, you see, here lies your problem, and what you really fail to grasp of what is actually happening behind the scenes of you being indoctrinated over the centuries. I'm not talking about you personally, I'm talking about all your upline in terms of relative I don't know how to say this word. You maybe have absolutely no idea yet on actually how far deep into the rabbit hole this helio lie has its claws sunk into you and your lineage. I'm telling you, Their greatest trick or achievement, if you wanna call it that, is that they have succeeded in making this lie seem so true, that so non-religious, so scientific, that in fact it is anything but all of that. And in fact it is in reality the exact opposite of all the above. This is why it actually is called the greatest deception of the greatest con job of all time. So here he says he has 250 real proofs. More statements that don't add up to anything. We have said a scientific theory has and never will have religious aspects. And while I do agree with you, the actual perpetrators of the helio model theory would like to think otherwise. In fact, if they were to one day wake up and could somehow never lie again, they would tell you that you are so wrong about the religion thing, that in fact it has so much more deeply rooted religious significance than you could ever believe, and would leave you in shock and in awe of the actual origin of the whole concoction. And while some of the scientific principles may be sound and elegant even, they are actually lined up with the first idea that they wanted the sun in the center. So it's just garbage. He just says that they lied because they wanted to put the sun in the middle. I really hope in my heart of hearts that you can try and understand a bit of what has really been going on here, and it's mainly all behind the scenes stuff, of which they will only make it seem as if it can actually really happen scientifically, but by almost all accounts, even the strongest of their so-called theories are nothing more than a tactic, a mind hijack. They could never actually really happen within our realms of physics. I will get back to you with more, but only if you really do understand what has been happening with your mind. So I said, right off the bat, you spent first 22 lines of text saying science is indoctrinating you and your ancestors. Why do you make me read so much to say so little? I'm not your English teacher. I don't want an essay. I want examples and evidence. If you can demonstrate that an aspect of science is incorrect, I will gladly change my mind. If you in fact have 250 examples of proof, then just go on and give me your strongest of the strong, top 3, and I will evaluate them, continuously giving fact after fact. Well, you haven't given a single one up to this point. I will gladly accept anything to be true if you present substantial evidence. It has nothing to do with me not wanting to believe something unlike you. I'm not emotionally invested in my position. I am neither allured by smoke and mirrors nor your caps lock and preaching. I want something I can research and or verify. Please continue. You keep repeating how you are so certain that science is lying to us, but you know there are no authorities in science. You are in fact welcome to join the scientific community and demonstrate to everyone why you think your model of Earth, the universe, works better than the current one. Again, I am not swayed by preaching or unsupported allegations. You need to understand this if you want to be considered a reasonable person. Here is how I see your position. 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay. 2 plus 7 plus 2, 2 times 7 plus 2 divided by 4 is 4. Okay. And then there's a more complex thing. And then I don't understand this, therefore lies. But you would agree that all formulas are correct actually, right? Now think about this. The last formula I used is for calculating the tangential speed of Earth's rotation. Still, I am waiting. Show me the evidence, show me the links. And we are done, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone is gone. I'm on my own. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I thought it would be half an hour, 1 hour maximum. I'm running out of voice. We are in fact done. Now I will read the final reply that this Premek guy wrote. Oh, I don't know. Plus Patrick. All he will give you is another videos he created. I'm almost sure that new school is Jerensim and maybe even Eric the Bay in one person. he must be doing this for money, and he gets from increasing view counts, but doing it this way is like earning money from putting head inside the toilet and flushing it. Okay, have this plus you deserve it. And flushing it over it. Something that is nasty enough but brings money. He will never prove anything if you ask him to explain some stuff that is debunking the flat earth theory. He starts ignoring you, and I bet it is just impossible to agree with the concept of the globe earth, because his whole effort put into creating these crazy videos would be wasted. But okay, so he says that one premix says that he isn't a troll. He says that he is doing this to earn money. But if he is a troll, I'm just gonna reply to this. Okay, one premix. I hope you are correct. It would be shit knowing people could actually behave this way. Otherwise, people could actually think like him. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I can't even make sense of my own sentences. I hope you are correct. I hope he isn't for real. And to new school, I'm gonna say, here we go, new school. There's one thing that he said that's kinda, I really hope in my heart that you can understand a bit of what has been going on here. Okay, I'm gonna copy that quote from him. And then I'm gonna copy another quote from him. I'll get back to you with more, but only if you really do understand what has been happening with your mind. So I'm seeing an alternate way of interpreting what he said. I really hope in my heart of hearts that you can try and understand a bit of what has really been going on here. I will get back to you with more, but only if you really do understand what has been happening with your mind. You're saying you've been trolling us too. Yeah, I was thinking you need this. Come on. I'm done. I am done. Is new school trolling? Is he just trying to get attention, to get more views on his controversial videos? What is life? I don't know. My head is. I just feel pain in my general head area. I haven't read out loud this much text ever in my life. This is insane. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm not sure if I did. Um, but yeah, if you would leave a like, that'd be awesome. If you could, subscribe, that'd be even better. This was Fuck This Gay Earth. YouTube debates are cancer. So you can see YouTube debates are cancer, and this is I do these kinds of things every day, but most of people aren't this crazy. Some of them are crazy, but they can be persuaded. They keep an open mind. But this guy was just crazy. Just I don't know what to say. Well, I'll be going now. I'm crazy tired. Is what I am. That's not kind of crazy right now. So thank you all so much for watching. It's been fun.